Welcome everyone to week 8 of the Junior Golf Network. I'm your host, Tanner Alford. We have an awesome episode in store for you guys. You'll see some killer highlights, see some players versus interns action, and hear our golfers' impersonation of a broadcaster. All that and more now. This weekend, our golfers took on the University of Georgia golf course. This course featured some breathtaking views and was an uphill battle for our golfers, but this did not stop them from dominating this course. First up, we have the Tiger Woods Boys 16-18 division, where Ethan Day had himself a day in round 2, firing 1 under par. You could tell in day 2, Ethan really got comfortable with the course and just played his game, shaving off 6 strokes from round 1, giving him his first win with the Hurricane Junior Golf Tour. We caught up with Ethan after to see what was different in round 2.
Felt more confident today. Started better on the first few holes. Yesterday wasn't too good, but after I got started on the first few holes, I felt pretty confident to attack some pins and hit some bombs.
The runner-up would be Kip Coker, playing not too far from his hometown of Coelho, Georgia. Kip has played in a lot of tournaments with us so far this year, placing first 3 times and now grabbing his 4th second place finish. Kip had a solid weekend, shooting 3 over par in round 1 and 4 over in round 2. We would have a 2-way tie for third between Charlie Fetter and Caleb Brummett. Charlie would go on to fire 4 over on both days with 4 birdies and 22 pars. Caleb shot 2 over on day 1 and struggled on day 2, but never backed down, putting up a score of 150. With the presidential election coming up Tuesday, I wanted to test our golfers against our interns to see how many presidents they could name in 15 seconds. Let's see how they did.
George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, Trump, Obama, Reagan Bush, Bill Clinton. Oh gosh, I can't think of any more. Yes, I can't think.
Washington, Adams, Jefferson, Madison, Reagan, Bush, other Bush, Clinton, Trump, Obama, Ford, Lincoln, Nixon.
Trump, Obama, Bush, H.W. Bush, Carter, Clinton, Nixon, Ford, Kennedy, Eisenhower, Truman, Washington, Lincoln, Adams, Jefferson, McKinley.
John Adams, John Quincy Adams, Ronald Reagan, Bill Clinton, John F. Kennedy, Franklin Roosevelt, Teddy Roosevelt, Donald Trump, Barack Obama, Bill Clinton, Ronald Reagan.
We switch gears here to the Justin Timberlake girls 14-18 division, where Christine Chang got her 2nd win with the Hurricane Junior Golf Tour. She fired 6 over on both days, but it wasn't Christine's score or her consistency that was the most impressive. I watched Christine hit some incredible drives that were right around 250 yards. This just so happened to be her favorite part about her game.
I hit it really far, like compared to other girls, and that kind of gives me an advantage because I get to hit shorter irons into the green instead of longer irons, which gives me more accuracy. So that's probably what I'm. Right now, my furthest is 250. So.
The runner-up would be Sarah Berger out of Coelho, Georgia. Sarah was looking to get her 5th win in a row, but just missed it by 3 strokes off the lead after 2 days. Sarah had a strong finish on day 2, shooting 4 birdies to climb the leaderboard, jumping from 6th place after round 1. Ginger Heath would place 3rd, firing 7 over on day 1 and 10 over on day 2. Ginger shot 19 pars on the weekend with a final score of 159. we had the incredible opportunity to interview one of our former interns and golfers, Gabby Coelho. Gabby is a fifth-year senior at the University of Georgia that has battled her way to her rightful spot on the Georgia golf team. Let's hear her path to success.
I'm Gabby Coelho. I am a second-year graduate student at UGA, and this is my 5th year in the golf team. I had to take my 5th year of eligibility because of all the COVID stuff. And then kind of how I started, I'm originally from Venezuela, so I moved here when I was 14. And, you know, playing junior golf, Hurricane was one of the first tournaments that I played when I came here. And, you know, it kind of helped me as a stepping stone to get to higher level tournaments and get noticed by coaches. And, you know, that's how I ended up here after like almost 5 years of just playing a bunch of tournaments. And again, like I was talking to everyone. I worked for Hurricane 2 summers ago, kind of like the behind the scenes. I was doing marketing, I was doing recruiting, and it was just crazy to see like how much the tour grew from when I was playing. You know, when I was 14, it was just a tiny Orlando tour that had a couple tournaments, and, you know, you would play in it because it was great, and you can't just like play the big tournaments all the time. You have to play, you know, the little ones and start somewhere. And now, you know, Hurricane is not little tournaments anymore. And it's awesome to see that. It's awesome to see that it's, you know, up there with AJGA and all these other big junior tournaments that everyone's trying to play and everyone's trying to be part of. So it's awesome. It's awesome to see that, and it was awesome to be part of that, you know, on a different scale of things. Now that I'm in college and be able to help, kind of like behind the scenes.
How did this tournament help you with the college process?
Yeah. Okay. So again, it was kind of like the first couple tournaments that I played. And, you know, you do well. Again, they were little, and you would play with just like 5 or 10 girls at the beginning. And it was perfect because you would, you know, if you would perform well, you would start getting attention from coaches, or, you know, if you're playing in high school golf, it helps build your resume, because no tournament is too little when you're trying to build a resume for your golf career. So it helped me put some great scores, you know, under my belt and some experience. And playing here, it's totally different. So, you know, playing in big courses, nice courses, everything. And it definitely just helped me get, you know, to the bigger ones, the bigger stage. But I would still play Hurricane, you know, every other weekend, just because you need to stay competitive and you need to just, you know, try to keep that little edge that keeps you, you know, competitive and keeps that adrenaline going on you. So it was perfect for that.
So what's some advice you give to younger athletes?
Yeah, so I think the most important thing, it's, again, just playing as much as you can and get noticed. It doesn't matter if it's an AJGA, a USGA event, a Hurricane, it all matters the same. And, you know, you can be playing high school golf and still get coaches' attention and just focus in every tournament, treat it like it's not the Masters, but, you know, treat every tournament like it's the most important tournament. And it'll get your foot out the door. Try to contact coaches by yourself, and so that they know your name and that they start looking for you, you know, wherever you're playing. And just, you know, have a great attitude on the golf course. If you play good, if you play bad, it's more important than posting good scores. It's having a great attitude, because at the end of the day, that's what a coach wants. They want a good player that they can coach, that they can handle, instead of someone that's just shooting like 10 under every day, but, you know, it doesn't get along with teammates, or, you know, can't focus on the things that they need to focus, or, you know, time management. So just appreciate your junior years, and they're going to help, you know, when you get older, and just enjoy it.
Moving on to the Will Smith Boys 14 to 15 division, where our top 3 all went into day 2 with the same exact score of 5 over. But Andrew Reyes would take home the win for the 3rd time this season. Andrew said that his decision-making in round 2 was what helped put him above his competitors. That really kicked in on the back 9, where he only shot 1 over par. Here's Andrew breaking down the suspense on the last hole.
I was just trying not to think about the drive too much, because that's a definitely tough drive. I was just trying to get up there, get my feels, and then just rip it. That's what I did, and I hit it pretty good. Then I just knew I'd hit it on the green 2-putt. So it was a good feeling. I was definitely excited.
The runner-up would be Bo Jackson out of Sandy Springs, Georgia. Bo kept things interesting in this one, firing just 3 off the lead. Bo went on to shoot 5 over on day 1 and 7 over on day 2, with a final score of 83. Coming in third was Matthew Baxley, who had a great round 1, firing just 5 over. He struggled in round 2 on some holes, but that would not stop him from shooting 7 pars on the day, finishing with a final score of 159.
We've all seen that miraculous shot by Tiger in the Masters and heard the memorable call by the broadcaster. Then I was watching Caddyshack the other day, and they really got me thinking with this scene.
What an incredible Cinderella story. This unknown comes out of nowhere to lead the pack. At Augusta, he's on his final hole. He's about 455 yards away. He's gonna hit about a 2-iron, I think. Well, he got all of that. The crowd is standing on its feet here at Augusta. The normally reserved Augusta crowd going wild.
So that got me thinking, what if we combine these memorable moments? So I challenge our golfers to do their best Bill Murray and impersonate a golf broadcaster.
Tiger, he's about to hit this shot. He's picked out a spot about 25 feet from the hole, and this is a very tough shot. Not a good chance he gets this anywhere near the hole. Could lose the tournament right here. And here goes. Oh my. Oh no. Oh my goodness, in your life, have you ever seen anything like that? This guy's amazing.
Howdy, mates. This is Tiger Woods. And he's picked out his ball spot. That is a good 25 feet above the hole. That was a good chance. He doesn't get this inside the mark of the ball. He becomes, oh my goodness, oh wow! In your life, have you ever seen anything like that? This guy's pretty good.
And he's picked out a landing spot that is a good 25 feet above the hole. There's a good chance he doesn't get inside the marker of the ball. Here it comes. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. In your life, have you seen anything like that? This guy is pretty good.
Finally, we have the Ernie Els Boys 11-13 division, where Kai Marco would get the win and put up the best score out of all the divisions. Even with that, it wasn't good enough for Kai, who is a fierce competitor and his biggest critique. Kai has won 9 Hurricane Junior golf events. Here's Kai with advice for other golfers.
Just practice a lot. Just keep playing, even if you have a bad round. Like, I know I've had a lot of them, and just keep grinding, yeah.
The runner-up would be Reyes Sanders, who is playing a little ways from home, coming out of Southern Pines, North Carolina. Reyes fired a 5 over par in round 1 and 4 over in round 2, with a final score of 151. Connor Brummett placed 3rd, and it would be his amazing round 2 that would get him there. He shaved off 4 strokes to get him 3 over par in round 2. He would finish the weekend just 7 strokes off the lead.
Over the past few weekends, we have heard some of the craziest stories, from bear attacks to those once-in-a-lifetime hole-in-ones. So we decided to keep the trend going and asked our golfers to describe their craziest moment on the golf course.
Well, one time I was at a golf course and I hit my dad. My dad was on the cart path and it was going towards, like, out of bounds, and I hit him in the rib one day and it bounced out in the middle of the fairway.
Yeah, I remember one tournament where I hit a ball and it went through the cart, ended up in the fairway, but not really too crazy, but it went through the cart, yeah.
I think that's pretty
crazy. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
So I was playing at my home course, and there's like a neighborhood like by the course, and so a car drove through this fence and onto the course, and this ball hit me.
Probably whenever I was putting at one of your golf tournaments, like this one. Like 3 deer walked up behind me, and I made the putt, thankfully, and they got really close.
A bird picked up my friend's ball in a high school tournament a couple of weeks ago. No, they just like picked it up, flew a little bit, and then dropped it.
Imagine you're walking up to the tee, you're feeling tense, and you're trying to get in that zone. But right when your name is called, your favorite hype song comes on. Our players love the idea of this.
I've known Ice Ice Baby for like 10 years.
That's
the only thing I can think of.
Something to prove. Something to prove.
Ah, I know that song, yeah.
Hell's Bells by AC/DC.
There you go. All right. So you
Capitalize off pain. Yeah.
Maybe like Welcome to the Jungle.
Ooh.
Yeah. Like Turn Down for What?
Dreams and Nightmares, Meek Mill.
Probably Lucky You by Eminem.
Probably We Will Rock You. That's pretty cool.
That's all from the University of Georgia. We had an amazing time here and made memories and moments that we'll never forget. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you want to watch more, follow us on all social media platforms at Junior Golf Network. Make sure to stay tuned to see where we're going next weekend. It's about that time to grab a talking stick and record your own story, because the Junior Golf Network travels to the Talking Stick Golf Club, where you're sure to get lost in the experience of beauty, history, and tranquility. This course overlooks 3 prominent mountains, including the legendary Camelback Mountain. Play at one of the top-rated golf courses in Scottsdale. Experience golf like you never have before. We'll see you there.